morning. I'm Wendy Murphy. I'm with the Workforce Development Board of Central Ohio. Thank you for joining us for Employer Highlight Series, where today I'll be talking to Erica Malino regarding the positions that they have available, and she's going to let us know a little bit about what they are looking for in their new hires. And I'm going to go ahead and let Erica introduce herself, talk to us a little bit about the positions that they have available, and any other questions that you may have. You are welcome to join us by putting your questions in the chat. We will certainly ask those questions to Erica. I guess I should tell you a little bit more about myself. I'm Wendy Murphy with the Workforce Development Board of Central Ohio. We are the oversight of the Ohio Means Jobs Columbus Franklin County Center. And we do our employer highlights on a monthly basis, where we talk to local employers about what it is that they do, where they're located, and what benefits they have to working with them, and how you can apply. So Erica Malinois is the talent acquisition manager at Harry and David and Cheryl's Cookies. So thank you for joining us today, Erica. Can you tell me a little bit about Harry and David and Cheryl's Cookies and where you're located?
Yeah, thank you so much, Wendy. So Harry and David, we're owned by 1-800-Flowers, and they also own the Cheryl's Cookies brand as well. So here in Central Ohio, we actually have 3 facilities between the 2 brands. In Hebron, we have our distribution center. And then in Westerville, that is where they do the food production and they bake the delicious cookies we love to eat. And then in Obetz, we have another distribution center as well that supports our food brands, and as well as our flowers brand.
And are those new, can you tell me how long those locations have been in each of the areas?
Yeah, Cheryl's Cookies has been around since the 70s. I know Hebron's been around since the 90s. And then Obetz has been around, oh goodness, I'm sorry, I didn't know I needed dates. But I want to say it's probably been around several years. I don't want to, I'm not quite sure on how long. And really, we added that distribution facility because we needed businesses growing and going well. And so we needed some additional space.
Great. Thank you for sharing that. So can you tell me what positions that you frequently recruit for?
So here again in Hebron, it is a distribution center. So we are regularly recruiting for material handlers. They are helping to move the product in the facility and get it loaded onto the truck. We also recruit for forklift drivers, pickers, and then we have other skilled positions as well. So we're recruiting right now for, we have a post for a CDL driver. That's a full-time benefit eligible position. We also have some postings out for a maintenance person to help us install some new fulfillment technology here in the facility. So we have a combination of positions depending on the experience level of the person, everything from something entry level to something more skilled. And then in Westerville, so again, that's our food production facility where we make the cookies. Same thing for them. They have a variety of positions right now, depending on the experience level of the candidate and what type of position you're looking for. So a lot of their positions are in food production, and that's where you could be mixing, running the equipment to help make the cookies, different things like it slices and drops the cookies onto the pan, putting it into the oven, cleaning the trays when they come out, helping to package the cookies. And then they also have some other positions for some sanitation and janitorial, and they have some more skilled positions posted online for supervisors. We just added there's a weekend shift because business has been going so well. We're not typically working the weekends, so they added a Friday, Saturday, Sunday shift, and they are looking for a supervisor for that shift as well. And then Obetz, again, that is a distribution facility. We have openings there for forklift. They need some pickers, and then we also have some manager and supervisor positions there for the distribution center to help oversee assembly.
That is a lot of positions that you're looking to recruit for. How many positions would you say that you have open?
Oh, Goodness, I mean, I'd say
Fundraisers.
over 100 right now between the three brands, and then soon we're actually going to start having some seasonal positions come up for our Mother's Day hiring here in Hebron. So we're actually going to put some more that are going to be seasonal, but some of the others I just mentioned, like the managers, the supervisors, those are positions that are long-term benefit eligible full-time positions. So we have a combination of both seasonal and full-time positions.
That is wonderful. So can you tell me, if I'm interested in working for one of your facilities, can you tell me a little bit about what to expect? What is your pre-screening of employees? If I'm interested, what can I expect to see with that?
Screening requirements will depend on the position. Some positions will require standing all day, walking through the facility. Some will require the ability to lift 30 to 50 pounds. We are looking for individuals. They would need to agree to our safe quality foods and safety guidelines. But at the end of the day, we're really just looking for some motivated individuals. The skilled positions we do list, they might require degrees or certain experience with leadership. We are looking for people that can communicate well to the team, motivate them, and stay on track to make sure that we are meeting expectations.
Great. And what do you look for in a new employee? Are you is there so much experience that they have to have? Will you train them? What do you look for? What are the basics, I guess, what you look for in those positions?
Basics really are the soft skills. Someone with a positive attitude, flexible to help with a variety of tasks, and someone that, flexible on the schedule depending on the business needs. Some positions, we can train. So if it is a material handler position, you don't need any specific experience. We will absolutely train you. Again, that's where we just want someone with a positive attitude. At the end of the day, we're looking for motivated individuals that want to join our team. There are the other positions I mentioned. We have the maintenance position in Hebron. For that position, we are looking for someone that has experience working in an environment with fulfillment technology to help with the repair, maintenance, and troubleshooting of conveyors and PLC systems. The supervisors and the managers, we're looking for the people with the great leadership skills to know how to talk to people, make them feel a part of the team, and lead them so at the end of the day that the job is complete. There are some other positions out too. We have a post for a systems manager, our systems team. As we're going through some growth within the organization and uniting the brands, we're looking for individuals with experience with warehouse management systems, and SAP, Oracle is a great plus as well, to help us connect with all of the different locations, make sure that the systems are running smoothly, communicate with the DCs, and help them manage the workload.
Thank you for sharing that. So let's say that I meet those requirements and I get hired with your company. Is there opportunity for advancement and development?
Yes, especially now with the food brands, and about 7 or 8 years ago, we were purchased by 1-800-Flowers, and that's really increased the opportunity here within the company. So 3 locations, we look to support each other, connect and understand their strengths, and really, again, with that, with positions, so there can be opportunities at other locations because all 3 locations were maybe 40 minutes apart. So either within the facility, we have a lot of individuals that have been with us for 20, 30 years, and they have been promoted over time. But then also maybe at different facilities, there are growth opportunities that will be available for someone else as well.
Thank you so much for sharing that, because one of the things that I was going to ask you, Erica, is not only if you could promote within the facility that you're at, but if you would look at that person first, if there was a promotional opportunity at one of your other facilities. So it's nice to hear that it's not just within the facility that you're working at, but you also can see what job postings are at other facilities within the company, and you can apply for those as well. So that's really nice to hear. So thank you for sharing that. I know that this is a really big buzzword, and it has been for many years now. Company culture. Everybody talks about company culture. What's the company culture? And I will say, for me personally, that's really important. So can you talk to me a little bit about what your culture is? I feel like I kind of know because I've been working with your company for so long that I kind of feel like I know the company culture, but obviously you know firsthand because you work there. But can you share a little bit of the culture and some of the benefits to working at Harry and David and Cheryl's Cookies?
Good timing on that question. We were just talking about how do you explain it to someone else, or how do you show them examples of what we do? And we were talking about our outreach and explaining that to others. And so at the end, broadly, I would say what I like about it is I feel like we are very much a team support system. As we talk about the other locations, our food group, the food brands within our company, we're really there to help each other reach out, not just across locations, but also within our own facility as well. Even here at my team, I witness other teams, everyone is very quick to say, okay, you need help. How can I help you to learn that? Also, we try to do some fun things in there as well. Christmas is our busiest season, so we look at different seasonal incentives, drawings, fun activities to help engage everyone. Even though we're really busy, everybody's working hard. We do want everyone to know that they're appreciated. Actually, just this week, they're doing another fun activity. They have it, we call it the Masters Tournament, and it's like a little putt-putt type of thing across departments where you can win prizes at the end, and just an opportunity to connect with people on a personal level and, a non-work level, meet people within other departments and just have a little fun. There's a lot of little things that go along with the employee appreciation that everyone really enjoys and looks forward to. We just finished up the March Madness competition, and that's a really popular one here at our facility as well. Sometimes it's different events. We celebrate different milestones, and the whole team might have lunch purchased for them. Always looking for different ways to appreciate people, both on a small level and then on a big level, look for that opportunity for them to grow. For actual benefits, then, my favorite is the employee discount. We do offer a 30% discount to employees on our product of brands, and sometimes we get some sample opportunities as well. And then the benefit eligible positions, of course, have the 401k match and health insurance and paid holidays as well.
That's great. Thank you for sharing that. Can you talk a little bit about, because to me, this is something that I remember from touring your facility. Can you talk a little bit about the facility itself and what's available within the facility to the employees, like your lunchroom, like your facility is beautiful. And so I remember there being like a vending machine area and a place where you could sit to have lunch, and that, like you said, sometimes you have it catered in, but it's right there available to them. Like they don't have to leave to go to lunch. All of that's right there available to them. Is that correct?
Yes, so each facility is a little different. So you're referencing our Hebron facility. There is essentially a marketplace. So there's not only your general vending, but there are sandwiches, frozen meals, things you can microwave, or fresh items as well that employees can purchase if they don't have time to leave, that they are able to get here in the break room. We've also kind of looked into sometimes, there might be another vendor that comes on with things for purchase as well to help add some variety or in season when we're all short on time. At Cheryl's and in Westerville, and as well as the Obets, they both have the break room areas available to them as well. But you mentioned the facility. You'll have to come out and see it soon. We're going through a really wonderful project here that's going to help grow the opportunity within the organization and help us to better serve our customers. We're doing upgrading the facility with new fulfillment technology. So it's going to help us be able to serve our customers better, faster. And again, it's bringing on a better quality of job, more full-time jobs. We have that maintenance position that's there to support that as well. So it's really great. There are a lot of changes going on. That'll be finished here in October. We're really excited. So you'll have to come back out when everything gets done to see the changes. There's been a very big investment going on here in this facility.
So you can tell I'm a foodie because that's the thing that I remember. I mean, I take a tour and I notice where the food was, and that is available to the employees. And it was, I was very impressed by that there was a place for them to sit. There was a place for them to grab their lunch or their dinner. And so I was very impressed by that, as well as the fact that I'm always impressed by your truffles. So, so what is your favorite thing about working for the company?
We just talked about food. So actually too, at Westerville and Obetz, cookies are my favorite food. So at Westerville and Obetz, there are always cookies going around, and I have no complaints. So one of my team members actually just came back from that location today, and she brought me a cookie, and I was like, this is perfect. You just made my day. So that is definitely my favorite, which is, on the food end. But again, coming back to that team, even on the hard days, I feel like we're all there to support each other. And even though when you're busy and you're moving through, we're working toward the same goal. And road bumps come along the way, but we can rely on each other, go to them for help, or come back and revisit it and talk about it. Say, what hurdle did we run into here? How can we fix it and move forward? Even on the busy days, I used to work from home, and I do really enjoy working from home. So coming back into an office, I wondered, what would that be like to be with people every day again? And honestly, I enjoy it. I still work from home occasionally, but then I miss everyone. I miss the way you can collaborate. We've all gone so virtual, which is a good thing, but then also I think we miss that interaction with everyone. So here, when we do interact safely, with pride, it's good to see people, get to know them on a different level. It's made it a lot more enjoyable, because even when you run into some more challenging things throughout the day, you have people there to help you.
I love that. Thank you. If someone's interested in applying, can you tell us how they can apply for your positions?
Yes, we have one website for both of the brands. So this is actually really easy for them to apply if they're not sure what makes sense. If they go to if you go to, I just updated that. I apologize. I'll have to look back down on that.
That's okay.
If you go to 1-800flowersinc.com/careers, then you can filter by location. You can filter by job type, whether it's seasonal or full-time. You can even type in keywords, and that will help you search for all 3 facilities, so you don't have to go to 3 separate job pages.
That's wonderful. And again, there's something that I forgot to ask you, and I apologize. I know the answer to it, but I'd like you to share it. You talk about seasonal employees, and I know that you have peak seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And can you talk about how, when you do have full-time positions, that you do look at those individuals that are interested in and give them preference as well?
Yeah, I'm actually really glad you asked that too, because it's part of the, as we unite with the food brands and we look at updating our facilities, it's actually bringing a lot more opportunities. So many years ago, I think people are used to us as being the seasonal employer in the area, and I'm referring to the Hebron facility when I say that, but there really is a lot more potential, and we've been hiring more what we call core employees, and that means full-time benefit eligible position. They aren't seasonal. There have been quite a few new positions that either have been posted and recently filled, or we have planned to come up. The other part about the season, so it used to be just a Christmas thing. And then since we are part of the 1-800-Flowers family of brands, that's really helped us to expand. So we now also have smaller seasons for Valentine's Day and Mother's Day as well. And again, we're adding some more year-round positions as the company grows and expands too.
Thank you. I just wanted to make sure that I mentioned that. And while we were talking about that, I kind of forgot. But it was one of the things that I liked, that somebody could work for you for peak season and then be considered for full-time positions as well. So, and it gives them an opportunity to see if they like the job. Yes. I think a lot of times we talk a lot about what the employer wants and so forth, but I think when you can work during the peak season, you can test out the company too and see, I like this, so I'm very interested in applying for a full-time job. So I think that's great.
It helps network. You can get to know the supervisors and the managers that will be interviewing for that position. You can build a relationship with them. Also, this year was one of the first years after Christmas, we actually still retained quite a few of our seasonal staff. Some of our Christmas seasonal employees are still with us right now. And that's been really exciting for the company with all the growth that we've had. We're really glad to still have them. And they've been applying for other opportunities that we've had that have been full-time as well. Our call center too, same with them. This Christmas is the first time we really went remote for the call center employees. And we still have quite a few of those individuals that have been able to stay on with us after Christmas too.
That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. I just want to add that we do have virtual hiring events. We've been holding them every month, and that you, in fact, have been participating in those, and that our next event is coming up April 22nd to the 24th. And if there are individuals that are watching this that are interested in joining us for a virtual hiring event, you can start registering on our website on the 20th. And the website is the omjcfc.org, and you can go under virtual events and you can register for our upcoming core virtual hiring event, where you can go in and it's all virtual. You can visit the booths that you'd like to visit and get more information about each of the companies. I will say the only disappointing thing about having virtual events is that when your company participates, they always bring goodies like cookies, truffles. And so the bad thing about the virtual hiring event is they won't get to test any of those products, but we generally have over 1,000 positions available during our core virtual hiring events. So I encourage anyone that's looking for employment to join us. And then if you've listened today and you are interested in learning more about Harry and David and Cheryl's Cookies, please visit their website and you can apply for their positions. Again, that website is 1-800-FLOWERS-INC.com and /careers. So thank you for joining us today, and thank you so much, Erica, for the information. It's always great to learn more about the company, the culture, and the most important thing, how to apply. So thank you very much for joining us, and I hope to see you all at our next core virtual hiring event. Thank you.
Thank you, Wendy. Bye.